good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on which part of the world you're seeing this video from. Welcome to Enuani Cultural Forum, where we promote the rich cultural heritage of the Igbo people. You're welcome on board. Tata bụ ụkpụrụ ụbọchị iri na anọ n'ọnwa Jenụwarị dị n'afọ 2026. Oge nke m ji anabasha ụnụ si ụnụ nụ a, welcome to Enuani Cultural Forum. I have good news. I have good news for us. Good news. I have good news. So if you're just joining us, please double tap on the video. Double tap on the video to give it thumbs up. And kindly give me a minute. Let me get something. Give me a minute. I want to get something that will be useful to us in the course of the live stream. You're welcome to Enuani Cultural Forum. You're welcome, you're welcome. Welcome to Enuani Cultural Forum, where we promote the rich cultural heritage of the Igbo people. Welcome on board. For those people who just saw this video and double tapped on it to like it, thank you so much. I didn't have to prompt you. I'm so glad to have you on board. I have good news, as I said. Very good news. There are 2 or 3. So which one do I share first? First of all, let me begin with the traditional rulers in Anioma converged 2 days ago and made a bold declaration regarding our Igbo heritage, regarding our Igbo identity. I'm so proud. Just like we have always said, good news doesn't make news. It is only when it is negative that people share it. It is not flying everywhere on the internet. But 2 days ago, traditional rulers from Anioma extraction, from every community in Anioma that matters, from every ancient community in Anioma, converged to make a bold declaration concerning their support for the creation of Anioma State, and most importantly, their Igbo identity. What a time to be an Anioma person. I couldn't have been more proud. I was so proud of our traditional rulers. Watching the video, seeing people like the Obi of Obolono, Obi Kikachuku, Afamefune, Abogidi, the Obi of Obolono. Obolono is one of the most ancient kingdoms in Anioma. It is the cradle home of all Obolo people, including the people of Ubuluku. During our sojourn to our present abode, our people stayed a little at Obolono. So the king of Obolono was there. The king of Ashama was there. The king of Ibuzo was there, Professor Nwoboshi. I mean, all the people that matter in Anioma were there to declare their Igbo identity. It was so nice. It was so nice. What started like a journey in 1951, today is looking like it's coming to an end, and it's with victory. The proposed Anioma State is a Nigerian statehood demand for the Igbo-speaking people found in Delta North Senatorial District of Delta State. Okay, Chukwuoka, for my brother, it's so nice to have you on board. The 9 local governments are the Anyochas, Anyocha North and Anyocha South. The Ikas, that is Eka North East and Eka South. Ndokwa North East and Ndokwa West, then Oshumili North and Oshumili South, then you have Ukwane. These are the 9 local governments in Delta State that are Igbo speaking. With Asaba as the capital, the drive is championed by distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko. As you all know, Ned is a short form of his name, Chinedu, an Igbo name. And Nwoko means the same thing like Nwokorobia, Nwokoma, and all that. So, the aim of this state creation drive is to correct the imbalance in the Southeast that has 5 states, whereas her contemporaries have 6 states and some of them have 7. It has been a legislative hurdle, but information reaching us as it stands now is that Anioma State will be created. A ga-ebugodo ụzọ gbuo enyi tupu achọma mma a ga-eji wee bụọ ya, tupu achọma efere a ga-eji wee buru ozu enyi na-ana n'ụlọ. So, we will first go to hunt, kill the elephant before we start thinking of how to share it, before we start thinking of what kinds of knife. Because as na mgbe egbule enyi ka na amalo dele mma ndị dị n'ụlọ be ndị mmadụ. The day you kill an elephant, you will know the types of knife that people have in their house. This elephant is about to be killed, and people are beginning to draw all kinds of dagger, all kinds of knife. People are stating where the capital will be. Even the newly created local governments, where will their headquarters be? Whatever happens, our joy is that the presidency has given a nod for the creation of one state, and that state happens to be Anioma State. The Nigerian president, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is interested in creating an extra state for Ndi Igbo. And that extra state, as we have heard, is Anioma State. When it is now created, we can now know where it will be zoned to. The slot belongs to Ndi Igbo. Therefore, Anioma State is going to Igbo land. If you're just seeing this video, kindly double tap on it. We are discussing today Anioma State, a topic we have not discussed in a while. But today we are discussing it with all smiles, because all the hurdles that were placed before us, we are crossing over them happily. The key aspects of this state proposal are the territory. The territory comprises the 9 local government areas in Delta North, home to oil and gas resources, agriculture, and human capital. Not forgetting our people in Ibanke, who are Ika people. They are in Ohio local government. It is by this state creation drive that boundary adjustment will be done to accommodate our brothers and sisters in Ibanke, Ohio local government area of Edo State. So, the viability of Anioma State lies in its territory. It has 9 local governments. It has oil and gas in it. And then its land is very rich for agricultural practices. In fact, most communities in Anioma are predominantly agrarian communities. And then human capital. Most of Nigeria's finest footballers, captains of industry, administrators are from Anioma. Even military personnel, as at 1967, before the colonial masters led Nigeria to engage on a genocidal war against Ndi Igbo, Anioma had 21 colonels in the Nigerian army. 21 colonels in Nigerian army, as at the time the British engaged the Nigerian government and told them to embark on a genocidal war against Igbo. Anioma territory, part of Igbo land, has 21 colonels in the Nigerian army. So it is rich with human capital. You had generals like Conrad Nwawo and the rest. Every particular local government in Anioma, every particular town had a colonel in the army. This is how it has continued even unto this day. Anioma is rich with human capital. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, one of the world's finest administrators, who took a pay cut of over 150% to return to Nigeria to serve as a minister of finance, is from Anioma. Not just an Anioma woman, but a queen, a princess, of Anioma, daughter of the king of Ogwashiukwu, an Igbo king in Igbo territory, an Igbo woman married to an Igbo husband from Abia State. Talking about none other than Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She's an Anioma woman. Adogwashi. That is what we call her. There are so many more. From her hometown, we have had the President General of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, none other than late Ambassador Ralph Chukwu Uwechwe, the Oguluzame of Ogwashiukwu, a former PG of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo worldwide, is from Ogwashiukwu, an Anioma man. There are so many of them. Is it Colonel Joe Achozia, the Hannibal himself, who fought gallantly alongside the Biafran army? There are so many of them, so many, past and present, captains of industry, leaders of opinions of thought, people like Pat Otomi, the owner of Lagos Business School, a renowned professor of business in Nigeria, an economic guru, is from Anioma, is from Ibuzo. Renowned industrialist, the first black man to head the Nigerian civil service, is an Anioma man. Canon Lawrence Nwaka. There are so many. I can't begin to name them. The human resources that we have in Anioma. Did I mention Tony Elumelu of Tony Elumelu Foundation, Household in an UBA? He is from Anioma. Anioma is rich with human capital. Very rich. Did I mention Jimovia, the owner of Zenith Bank? And did I mention Ondoka Obaibena, the owner of Arise TV? Anioma is full and replete with human capital resources. Did I mention football stars like Austin J.J. Okocha, late Stephen Okechukwu Keshi, Nduka Obade, Uche Obiafena? Did I mention stars like Peter Ije, Monde Odiaka, Joel Obi? Anioma is full of human capital. Did I mention Sondoli, the one who famously said he is not Igbo, and then later said he is Igbo, and then said he is not Igbo again? Have I mentioned great people from Onichubo, like our brother Dumebi Kachiku, a presidential candidate in the last general election? Did I mention people like Nuel Ojei from Iseluku, whose daughter contested the APC primaries and narrowly lost to Tinubu? Anioma is full of human capital resources. So in terms of human capital resources, Anioma is up there with the rest of Nigerians. We have human capital. I will never forget to mention people like our brother, Professor Idibe Anthony, the owner of PASS, Ponoka Attorneys and Solicitors, one of the biggest law firms in Africa. Anioma is full and replete with human capital resources. If you are just joining us, kindly like this video by double tapping it. Share it also to your audience. We are looking at the human capital deposit in Anioma. Did I mention somebody like distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko? Before he became a lawmaker, he was already a renowned lawyer all over the world. So he's an international lawyer. He did not even go through the Nigerian law school. So he's not qualified to practice here. What made him a renowned lawyer were his practices all over the world. Anioma is full and replete with strong representation of human capital. Very strong. Did I mention people like Professor S. Ndele, who was a VC at the University of Nigeria and Nsukka? Did I mention people like Professor Felicia Nwanne, the Dean of the Faculty of Law, University of Nigeria and Nsukka? There are so many. Did I mention people like Professor B.I.C. Ijoma? I can go on and on and on and on and on without looking at any book. Did I mention people like Chief Dr. Emmanuel Chejina, a former DMD of Total? Did I forget to mention people like Andy Isichei of Nigerian Shipping Authority? Did I mention people like Aboloma of the Standard Organization of Nigeria? Who did I forget or who did I not remember to mention? There are so many because Anioma is full with human capital resources. Did I mention people like corporate communications giant, one of the best corporate communications personnel in Africa, Tony Chejina, who is the head of corporate communications, Dangote Group Nigeria, who was the head of corporate communication for Zenith Bank for many years? There are so many people to mention that I have not mentioned, that I may not even know. Did I mention people like Major General Ochei, retired now, because he just retired about a few months ago? Anioma is full with human capital resources. Human capital resources now water for Anioma. Thank you so much, my brother. Human capital resources now water na Sarah for Anioma. So this is the reason why we are rejoicing. I am also sure that somebody has whispered words to the presidency that made him to come up with this great news. The great news that Anioma State will be created. An extra state will be created for the Southeast, and it is certainly going to be the Anioma State. So that cry, that request of our ancestors, those who were singing songs demanding for Anioma State, the result of all their agitations is here, and it is a positive one. Sorry. Now, the goal of Anioma State creation, although there was a little pause or misunderstanding, but the capital of Anioma State is proposed to be in Asaba, the current capital of Delta State. And then the goal is to create a sixth state for the Southeast geopolitical zone, addressing historical marginalization and resource disparity. Because we know, everybody knows, even the government of Nigeria knows, the whole world knows, that Ndi Igbo are marginalized in terms of representation in the National Assembly and in the sharing of national resources. We have just 5 states. The other regions have 6. Some have 7. Thank you so much. Yes, that is the news. It is a breaking news, but it is everywhere now. Last night it was a breaking news, but as it stands, it is everywhere. Anioma State will be created. Let them create it and add it to the Southeast. A governor doesn't have a say when it comes to state creation. Although the governor of Delta State has never opposed the creation of Anioma State. He has attended everything we have held. Even if not in person, he has sent a representative. He is not an Igbo man. He is from Urobo. He is from Osubi in Ope local government. You said date, please. The news is just fresh. Then before the end of the month, everything will be legally documented and announced. So the advocacy for this state creation was led by Senator Ned Nwoko with support from local stakeholders like Enuani, Haneze Ndi Igbo, traditional rulers, and backed by a bill in the National Assembly Saying this without mentioning the input of Undinasu Bia Sociocultural Organization will be doing myself a disservice, because our leadership as Undinasu Bia Sociocultural Organization embarked on a journey to Abuja immediately after distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko was sworn into office, to appeal to him to please consider putting in a request for the creation of Anioma State. He heard that and he ran with it. We are so pleased that not just did he run with it, he got all the necessary support he could need from Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, led by distinguished Senator John Azota Mbata, who is our brother from Ikwere, Eche, in Ikwere local government area. So we have the challenges we've had during these stages of advocating for the creation of Anioma State are numerous. But one of them is legislative process. It requires 2/3 majority of the State Assembly and the National Assembly plus a referendum. I am very certain that if it is about the 2/3 majority in the State Assembly and the National Assembly, we've gotten for the National Assembly, and if there's a referendum to hold or a plebiscite, which I don't think is going to hold anymore, if there's a plebiscite, the vote will massively go for the creation of Anioma State. Divisions. Some local government legislators and groups have expressed reservations or rejected its inclusion in the Southeast, creating internal divisions. Then feasibility concerns about creating more non-viable states versus reforming existing ones. The current status of the state creation is that Senator Ned Nwoko is actively pushing the bill, claiming high-level support. Public hearings and debates are ongoing, but the process remains complex, but now almost completed. This is the state of things regarding the creation of Anioma State. It is a positive news coming from Abuja that the feelers from the presidency, they call it body language, is that an extra state will be created for the Southeast, and not just an extra state, that extra state will be the Anioma State. It is a breaking news. It is a joyous news. He is from Abavo, and even the people of Abavo have said that he is not the one from Abavo, but his mother is the one from Abavo. So he must now later let us know where he is from. Anioma is historically, traditionally, and culturally a part of the Southeast. It was during this region, what is happening now, that made them to create regions and remove Anioma from the Southeast region. Otherwise, Anioma is part of the Southeast. Southeast is part of Anioma. We are one and the same, culturally, historically, and otherwise. The Anioma people practice Igbo culture, although we have acknowledged that states are not created based on ancestry, homogeneity. No, we must not be monotonous for us to be in the same state. Because even in Delta State as it stands, we are multicultural, multi-ethnic, and what have you. We have 5 different ethnic groups in Delta State. But the Igbo-speaking people of Delta are 9. They have 9 local governments. So we are the majority. We are the capital. And we are Ndi Igbo. In terms of cartography, you can easily join us with the Southeast and the map will remain the same. Difficult from you joining somebody that does not in any way come close in the map. In terms of map, it's just 5 minutes or less from Asaba to Onitsha. If not for the Oshimili or Mambala, the 2 cities have almost conurbated. So we have almost joined together. If you're just seeing this video, I am pleading with you to kindly double tap on the video to give it thumbs up. Also share it to your audience so that more people can come to join us. I'm going to take my own advice by sharing the video to my own audience on Facebook. Join me. I've just shared the video to my audience on Facebook, and I'm encouraging you to please help me to do same. Share it to your audience on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Let's have more people join us. Please share the video. Yes, share. All right, so welcome back. We are discussing Anioma State creation. Where are we? What are the things that needs to be done? And what has been done? We are talking about Anioma State creation. If we have to look at the history of this quest for the creation of Anioma State, we will have to go back, way back in time, way back. If we go back in history, Nigeria has a very large, interesting, even if often paradoxical history. It does. The area that was colonized by the British Empire had in the 19th century, like many nations, consisted of many ethnic groups. Colonialism was principally a political and economic enterprise for the benefit of the British. It was therefore an outcome of colonial strategy that the British took certain political decisions for both political and economic conveniences. The political dominance of the three ethnic groups, possibly based on population, has since remained the albatross of development in Nigeria. The post-independence military coups had ethnic colorations, and since then, in the words of the legendary literary icon Chinua Achebe, politics has become the proverbial knife that has cut what held Nigerian people together, and things have fallen apart. The 1967 genocidal war set the stage for further ethnic divide and the mutual suspicion in the larger Nigerian states. Both military and civilian governments have been tainted by both ethnic and religious allegiances that have never translated into development. The effects of Nigerian Biafran genocidal war between 1967 and 1970 still reverberates in the Nigerian polity in ways that political historians and economics have agreed must be addressed. Even though the then head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, retired, promised the three R's: reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction post-Civil War, many analysts believe it has been mere social political rhetoric devoid of sincerity and an eye for real reconciliation and development. In fact, many believe that the Igbos, with historical evidences, have been handed the shortest end of the stick. I will not continue in this direction, but the marginalization of Igbo is epitomized in the creation of just 5 states in the southeast. Other regions have 6 states. Some have 7. Northwest has 7. North Central has 7. I've always said this, and I will continue to maintain that Abuja is a state on its own because its allocation is bigger than some of the allocation of the states. Its income that it generates in terms of IGR is bigger than some states. So Abuja is a 37th state in Nigeria. While the southeast has just 5, others have 7, 6 seats. Most people will think it is not marginalization. It is. When allocations are given out by the federal government through the local governments, it's a region that has just 6 or 5 states will not have the same. The ones that have 7 will have more. And mind you, in these regions that have 7 local governments, 7 states, some of the states have 34 local governments, 44 local governments. It's insane. Bayelsa State has just 11 local governments. Just 11. Just 11. I'm trying to compare the number of local governments by state as they are in Nigeria. Kano State, for instance, has 44 local governments. That's insane, and that's the highest, 44. That's almost like 2 states joined together. Kano has 44 local governments. If they are sharing 1,000 naira to each local government, that means Kano State will receive 44,000 naira. Katsina has 34 local governments. Oyo State has 33. Akwa Ibom State has 31. Delta State has 25. Borno State 27. Edo State 18. Bayelsa State has 8. I was thinking 11. 8. This is unfair. This is unfair. Highly unfair. Highly, highly unfair. So, I don't really think this is okay at all. It is not okay at all. It is not okay at all. Okay, now let's go by land area. Abia State has a land area of 2,444 square meters. That is Abia State. In comparison, Delta State has 6,833 square meters. Imo State, for instance, has 2,140 square meters compared to Delta State's 6,800. And then somebody is planning somewhere to collect land from Anambra State that has 1,870 square meters. And from Imo that has 2,000 plus to create a name state. What kind of politicians do we have? Is it that these people do not use their head to think, or what? The Southeast State that has here in my record an appreciable landmass to be reckoned with is Enugu State. And Enugu State has 5,081 square meters in terms of its landmass. That's all. All others have 1,000, 2,000. Who do us now? Who do us this kind of thing? Look at Edo State, 7,000 plus in terms of landmass. Delta State, close to 7,000 in terms of landmass. No Southeast State has up to 6,000, just 5,000 plus, and that's Enugu State. And somebody now wants to collect land, maybe small land from Imo, small land from Anambra, to create what they call an name state. That means an name state may not even have up to 1,000 square meters in terms of landmass. Igbo, are we seeing this thing that I saw? Or have we ever checked this thing at all? We're trying to expand or reclaim the Igbo territory, not expand. Let's not call it expansion. It will look like Nine Ezori. We're not trying to steal. We're saying, let us maintain Igbo territory. We have boundaries somewhere in Edo State. Somewhere in Edo State, that's where our boundary is. Edo State has 7,000 plus in terms of square meters. It has 7,552 square meters. Edo State. No. Look at Oyo State. Oyo State has 10,986 square meters. It means Oyo State alone is bigger than almost all of the Southeast. Mada Norana na Enugu, Norana na Anambra, Mada Norana na Imo State. Na Oka, otu egesi we kepụta an name state from Anambra and Imo. Are we thinking with our head? Are we thinking with our head at all? Anioma State, the landmass of Anioma State, if I'm to check here, will be bigger than most of the already existing southeast states. Eh? Landmass of Anioma is what I'm trying to verify and put it out there. Now, this is insane. Oh. We have to really be very clear about what we are doing. It says Anioma State, located in western Niger Basin of Delta State, Nigeria, covers a landmass of approximately 6,400 square kilometers, encompassing Delta North Senatorial districts, Ndokwa, Eka, Oshumili areas. That will be the biggest southeast state when it is created. Eh? If Anioma State is created, it will be the largest southeast state in terms of landmass. It is insane now. The proposed that state has 2,100. The proposed Anioma State has way less. What? How come no one ever thought about this? You want us to be boss to economy? No now. No now. Yes, I know the presidency has taken a decision as I announced earlier. But if you are among those promoting Anioma State, Ada State, Etiti State, crumble that idea immediately. Think with your head. Think with your head. Crumble that idea. Die that ideology immediately. Anioma State with almost 6,400 and something square meters will be the biggest state in the southeast when it is created. In terms of landmass. Is it viable? Yes, very, very viable. There's oil and gas in Anioma. Sorry, my microphone went off. I needed to plug it. I need to change my microphone. The battery went off. So we're saying that Anioma State has a very large landmass. Very, very large. Larger than the already existing southeastern states. So why come all our governors did not think about this before they started clamoring for Anioma State? How large will Anioma State be? Let us not by our greed reduce Anibo, okay? Anibo is very large. Anibo is very, very large. So we should not by any way, in terms of our greed, reduce the landmass of Anibo. Bikono, Umuibo. Let's not reduce our landmass. The landmass of Anibo is very, very large. Of course, the referendum may come. It may not also come. Because referendum comes where there is a contention, where there are multi-ethnic groups. For instance, when we had the Midwestern states, there was referendum and it was massive. When they said we want to secede from Western Nigeria, it was massive. So if it goes to plebiscites, which according to the traditional rulers that had a meeting yesterday, they were informed. The news is everywhere. We have our Anioma State in hand. What was happening was that people were not fighting against the creation of Anioma State. They were just afraid that the glory. So my choice will not count. Your choice will count. Why not? You have a choice now. But your choice is definitely going to align itself with what is existing by nature. Of course, this is important in democracy, that people are allowed to exercise their rights. That is the right to a referendum. And I'm sure it will get to that. It's possible it could get to that. But if there's no time enough for it to get to that, the state will be created. When Delta State was created, Our choice did not count. We just woke up and saw ourselves in Delta State. We never asked for Delta State. We have been asking for Anioma State since 1951. 51. Before they gave us Midwestern states. We were called Western Igbos. So the newspapers were reporting that Western Igbos want to leave Western Nigeria. Then they gave us Midwest. Then they gave us Bendel. Then we have Delta. They have still not given us Anioma State. The quest for Anioma State is historical. It is an age-long request. There are ancient musicians that even dropped songs to request for Anioma State. There are so many of such songs. Perhaps I will find some of them and play. I'm going to look for some of these ancient songs concerning the request for Anioma State and play them. So I'm going to find some songs concerning Anioma State. I found one song, even if it's not about Anioma State, but I'm going to play this one for us. Just to keep spirit and soul together. I have to put this music where you can hear it so that probably we can dance. Probably we can dance. Abadeni musical group are the elite musical group from Oboloko. They are an elite musical group from Obunuku in Delta State.
I hope you are dancing with me. Because I'm going to dance the final one. Then we'll stop. Yes, this is the main one. This one is like an advice. If you are going to do good to a sensible person, not just any person where you see for road. Do good to a sensible person that a sensible person will remember. That's how we do it. exhausting. It's called Abadeni. It's on this our YouTube channel. Search for it. Abada, Abada. You know, easy. You know, easy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We call them Abadeni Musical Group. They stopped playing many years ago.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. God bless you. That was Abadeni Musical Group of Ubuluku. They stopped playing in the 70s. But they were among the groups that made music and songs to demand for Anioma State. When I'm fully calm, I'll see if I can sing the one they sang about Anioma. I'm trying to look for play the song of Obogo Konji. But I'm having a bit of a setback. I'm having a little setback. When it finally plays, you will hear it. Trying to play Always the Chima by Obogo. I'm still sweating. That was a very powerful exercise. Not danced in a long time. But the dance is really necessary because it's like an exercise. We are still in the mood of celebration of the Anioma State creation news that just came out. I hope my music is not also disturbing, because I would like to be jamming a little music in the background. That one named James, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, anybody that does not love Igbo or hates Anioma, And it's in this platform, it's an express way to have a high BP. Because when they see the way Igbo relate with happiness and joy, Obalambanye ga-egbu onye ahụ immediately. We need Anioma State badly. I'm from Ikuzo. Thank you so much, my brother. And my sister Miriam. God bless you. Okay, I've answered this one. The person that sang that song is Abadeni. They are not popular because they are ancient musicians. They stopped playing in the 70s. They are all dead. So. And that music is very raw. No filter. I had to go to this big CD plate. I got it in big CD plates and then translated it to ordinary MP3. But it's on our YouTube anyway. I think it's this new song, Bible. Thank you so much. It doesn't get better than this. This is Obogu Okonji, legendary Obogu Okonji. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for the followership. This is Obogu Okonji. I'm going to vibe with him for a while before I go off. We'll try it for today. He's hailing the sons and daughters of Ezechime. If you know you are a son or daughter of Ezechime, the ones that are in Onitsha, the ones in Onitshubo, Obio, Iseluku, Onitsho Olona. If you are a son of Ezechime, pop out and dance. Ụmụ Ezechime, ụfọdụ ndị was snappers na ndị Igbo. Some of the children of Ezechime are saying they are not Igbo, that their father came from Benin. So if your father lived in Benin and came back to his home, he's no longer from there, he's now from where he lived. Very funny and pathetic. Ezechime is an Igbo man. Even Benin people have said that Ezechime was an Igbo man. Anyone you want to refer him as. So Ezechime, this song is for you. For the descendants of Ezechime who say they are not Igbo, that song is for you. To let you know that you are Igbo in every sense of the word. It's so nice to have spent this time with you. I enjoyed every single second of a live stream, and I thank you for being a part of it. Kindly share this video to your audience. Double tap on the video to like it as well. I will see you in my next videos. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for spending this time with me. We spent over an hour live here. Thank you, and do have a very pleasant.
I'll end it very soon.